Russian kettlebell swing or American kettlebell swing. Two very popular variations with the kettlebell training. Both have the reason to practice, but one of them more beneficial than the other one. Let's have a look. Let's check it, which one and why. I'm Attila Varga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Muay Thai boxing instructor, and StrongFirst kettlebell instructor, probably one of the first in the UK under Pavel Tsatsouline since 2009. Let's check again, which one is more beneficial, Russian kettlebell swing or American kettlebell swing. Tactical details, American kettlebell swing. Step away of the bell, you have this triangle shape, get more leverage. It's all start the same way like the Russian kettlebell swing, just finishing at a different spot. The reason why to start from here all the swings, because especially if it's getting heavier, we don't want to do 4, 5, 10, 15 small swings before get the right angle in each variation. It's always more beneficial, step a little bit away and straight away I have the momentum to generate the power, the force forward as much I need either way. So I have this triangle setup, and when I drag the bell behind me, I push my hips to the weight holding arm, and it's giving me the leverage with a very strong hip thrust to get the bell to the final position. So started from here, inhale, so what happens? The bell goes behind me. I use the hips against my weight holding arm, push it forward, core glutes tight. I have to release here a bit from this level because from here to here is a little bit weightless and I have to get overhead. And when it goes down, when I really reach my groin, I have to hinge back again to the next rep and again. And the Russian kettlebell swing is very similar to the American swing, start exactly the same way, just finishes in the different position. Again, I have this triangle set up, I drag the bell behind me, and when I push the hips to the weight holding arm, it's giving me the leverage to pull it up here to the chest level. And I stop here, core glutes tight, just like someone want to punch and kick the body, and you have to protect the whole body, and that's the reason the whole posture chain is very, very powerful with this drill. So I'm gonna hinge back, grab the weight, drag behind me, what happens now with this drill? We stop in this position exactly the same way. For example, we're doing a plank. So plank is here, whole body tight, and my standing plank is gonna be this. And why is this beneficial? Because the whole body protected, lower back, the shoulder, core, glutes engaged, and the whole body as a unit working with the movement. Safety, whatever exercise we practice, the number one question always, all the time, is it safe? And core engagement, because we have better core engagement and we use our body as a unit better. Absolutely makes sense, it's easier to use, it's safer. Let's see the difference. So what happens from this section where with the Russian kettlebell swing we finish here, core glutes tight. Already is solid, just like it was the plank, and you can do many reps you really want, even up to heavy. Definitely only one of the style can do it is a Russian kettlebell swing. You don't want to get the 48 kilo kettlebell overhead with the swing. You can do with a push press, a snatch, but not with the swing. And the reason is why, exactly the core engagement. Because when I tighten up here, I feel everything is supported, the whole body works as a unit. What happens with the American swing? From here to this section, where the Russian kettlebell swing is the strongest, up to overhead, actually the weight getting weightless. You don't feel the weight. You have a little extra movement, but you have to loosen up the core and the glutes. With the not proper form, very easy to hurt the lower back because the glutes is loosed. Very easy to hurt the back or the shoulders. Some people saying it's very good for the shoulders. I would say not necessarily to agree with me. For shoulder exercise, we have much better exercise like American swings. And second of all, we're not doing any exercise for muscles with the kettlebell training. We do it for movement. We want to be strong in movement because life is movement. We want to increase our strength, we want to increase our condition, and we want to move better, faster, stronger. The Russian kettlebell swing requires a very powerful movement at the end, tension with the swing, and it develops strength and develops stability at the end and safety. 1 point for Russian kettlebell swing for safety, core engagement, and working on the posterior chain. And the functional movement. This word today, functional, unfortunately a little bit overused. We put everything in to just make it more sophisticated and interesting. But in movement, it's very important to understand first of all what is that, what we can use over every day, and what we want to be in stronger and better during movement. And first of all, before we're stronger and faster, we have to be better. And the functional human movements like push, pull, loaded carrying, hips, hinge, squat. And if you're getting better with this, we're getting better with foundational movement and functional movement. The main question is which direction we generate the most of the times the force. This is forward and not overhead every single time. For example, and in functional movement, we generate the force most of the times forward in life, not just in sport, but example is let any sport, even baseball. Or throw something. A punch. Or a kick. Or a jump. And all of these movements which we generate the force forward, not overhead. And still many other sports and many other things in life when we don't generate the power overhead, forward. So where I want to be the strongest, this direction forward, not overhead. Many other options to do overhead something else, like a kettlebell press. Or snatch. And one more point to Russian kettlebell swing for foundational movement and functional movement. The reason is why, because we generate most of the time the force forward. This is the direction we want to be strong, not overhead. And the main reason is the safety, what was the first point to the Russian kettlebell swing, because every single exercise with the first question is, especially when we're getting older, is it safe to me or not? And as we said, from this section to this section, we have to release a bit the glutes. It makes the lower back more vulnerable if the form is not good with the American swing, or someone is beginner and don't know how to do correctly. While the Russian kettlebell swing, the whole posterior chain working beneficially. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. If you have any other opinion like mine, just give me a comment please at the bottom which one you prefer and why. And don't forget to subscribe for the next video. Thank you.